We are Semiahma, the place is Semiahmoo, and even that when we really dig into that and understand who we are and we're it is us. So I always say when we don't have that relationship, when you don't have that connection to your home and to your lands, there's a missing piece that we all feel. We are Clactamish. We are survivors of the flood. In those floods, metaphorically speaking, they've come in waves over the years. Our territory was cut in half when they made the border. And over the years, we've shrunk and we've grown. We went down at one period down to 16 community members. And the ability to grow and persevere, regardless of size, is our strength. When our own community members are anchored and safe and have the resources that they need, then we can expand to share our beauty of where we live with others.
For us as leadership, it's about how do we utilize that opportunity and make something for the future for our people that we can pass down to the next 7 generations.
There's definitely some times we need to be strong, extremely strong. I have a real hard time asking a municipality for approval for anything. We're governed by ourselves. We're a local government. We are ultimately a federal entity. I would love to have a working relationship with a regional district. We are here and our rights and title are still intact. We are not treaty communities and probably won't be anytime in the foreseeable future, if ever. The beautiful thing is that governments are beginning to recognize that we are part of the conversation where historically we weren't. We may be small, but we can be quite loud if we need to be. Reconciliation will have a life form of its own. It will be something that we will develop together, and it comes from each and every one of us. It's a relationship and it's an understanding. Part of the beauty of the journey that we're on is that we get to create our future. It's not dictated by anybody else. We're in the process of what do we want to see? What do we want to do? What do we want to leave for our children and our grandchildren?
At the end of the day, we're family. So staying centered for me is always remembering where I came from and always remembering that every single person that I'm working for in this community is my family.
When we bring people home, it will truly rebuild that sense of who we are, why we're here, and what our roles and responsibilities are just as human beings. The pride that we have, that digs right back into the root of our name, Huelmo, as the humans, the people of the earth. We begin to understand why we're so connected to earth, because it's our mother. And everything that comes from that, we are part of. A man that plants a tree without ever seeing the fruit that grows off of it, that truly understands life. And that's really where we're at in the history of our community right now. Is we're planting seeds, we're planting trees, and we're looking at our children and our grandchildren being able to bear the fruits of those efforts.